The broadcast is live.
That's what it says.
We
What?
are live.
We'll give it a couple of seconds to kick in here. Normally, I really wanted to have an intro video done, but said, you know what? It's Christmas. It's not going to happen. So, okay.
Fa la 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 la.
That's right. So we're going to sit here for just a second and welcome you into episode 45 before we get going. This is live on YouTube at the moment. It's the first time that we've decided to stream live on YouTube, do a live podcast recording. And if you're joining us live, hi and welcome.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
We're going to treat this just like a Jess will say hi to you all night.
Yes.
She's that friendly.
Bonjour.
Hola.
And just in Southern, hi.
Hi. How you doing?
So,
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm Brock Parker, and with me, as always, is my wife, Jessica.
Hello again.
And we've got
Hello.
Mr. Kevin Gardner with us. And we got Mr. Bo Bearden. And we are, like I said, we're going to treat this like it's a regular podcast episode. And if you want to chime in and talk 2022 or 2023 or what you got for Christmas, whatever you'd like to do, just leave it in the chat. And as you come in and leave some good comments, we'll recognize you on the screen. And while we're waiting for more people to show up, we'll just tell you where you can find us on social media. We are at Bama Geeks on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. As long as TikTok is available here in the United States, we will be on it.
Yeah.
And you can join us in our Facebook group, which is the Bama Geeks Front Porch. Just search that out on Facebook and come join quite a few dozen people in there. We have a great time chit-chatting and sharing fun things, and definitely not necessary, but we've got a Patreon, patreon.com/Bama Geeks. Normally, we spend the first 20 to 30 minutes every episode talking to people on Patreon, but because we decided to do a live stream tonight, I'm very sorry to our Patreon members. This will be an open video for everyone.
Everybody.
Everybody.
we'll try to do something twice as good for you guys at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give you 5 more minutes of
Brock, come on, man.
stupid Southern talk.
Yeah.
Chit chat.
Yeah, no, we'll come up with something for our Patreon members, but this time, this episode is going to live in its full live glory on YouTube, and it's not going to be any clips or anything. You're just going to have this for a couple of weeks, and then we'll go back to our regular programming in 2023. So, like I said, we're going to treat this like a normal episode. We're going to go round table. We are going to talk about, it's always fun to talk about things you get for Christmas. And so we're going to do that in just a little bit. But right now, we always do a round table if you're new to Bama Geeks, and just find out what everybody's been up to. Since we only put out an episode once every couple of weeks, we just see what's been going on in everybody's world. So, I think, did we start with you last time, Kevin? Or
We did,
what?
yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah,
Bo.
let's go with Bo.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's been up the last couple of weeks, man?
We'll see. It's been fun. I get the end of the year where it's a lot of trying to make sure I got gifts organized because my wife's birthday is 5 days before Christmas. So I have to do the structure of that, which we did. We did her birthday. We just it usually turns into I buy a couple of things and me and the kiddo will get her some cakes. Well, we got her some cupcakes from Publix, which seemed to be her favorite thing. So we did that. So we did her birthday and then did all the fun stuff getting ready for Christmas. I finished out my work for the holiday this previous Thursday. So I'm good till the 4th. So I'm enjoying that. Like I said, of course, the last few hecticness of getting ready for Christmas. But beyond that, like not too much. It's been like I'm trying not to incorporate Christmas into this talk, so I'll save that for the next part. So
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's only been the big thing happening everywhere.
yeah, it's very much so.
So, all right. How about you, Kevin? What's been up, man?
So I guess since I'm not supposed to say Christmas,
No, you can. You can.
no, obviously, I mean, come on, guys. It's been the last 2 weeks. It's pretty much just been Christmas.
Christmas.
Finishing up work. Trying to actually enjoy my time off a little bit. Although, you sit around and you play games, or you do different things, and then you're like, man, I should be doing something constructive, and then you get up and pretty soon you get yourself pulled into a project. However, I mean, the big thing that happened to us last week was, that big cyclone, the big bomb cyclone that came through and just totally like wrecked all of our temperatures, or wrecked my plans for actually doing stuff outside for the first part of the week. So, but in typical Alabama fashion, things are looking up so far as the temperature goes. So far as we started off at like what felt like -50, and now we're going to be at like 70 degrees by the end of the week. So
and tornadoes.
And tornadoes. Exactly. It's
hope not.
Absolutely amazing Alabama weather. You guys make sure you move here. It's a fantastic state to live in if you want to experience all the things.
Yeah.
We have low property taxes and extremely high tornadic events.
You can have every season in the month.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can sometimes experience it in 1 week.
That's right.
So yeah, other than just that and crisscrossing around seeing family and visiting with folks and whatnot, it's the time of the year to reconnect. And I hope that everybody that's watching us and that also is enjoying the end of the year gets a chance to reconnect with their family as well.
Yeah,
absolutely. If you're joining us for the chat, just pop in, say hi, and we will feature you up on the screen. And also, sorry, I'm just checking something. I got a text message coming in. So yeah, Jess and I, it's been all Christmas for us too, with we've had my kids up here the past week, which is always the highlight of my year. I love having them for a week during Christmas time, and their mother and I, we alternate weeks every year. So my daughter she's a junior in high school, and so this on the even number of years we had them the week leading up to and Christmas morning. And so after lunch, we were getting ready to take them back to their mom, and all of a sudden she just stops and she goes, "This is the last Christmas morning I'm going to have as a high schooler with you guys."
Oh.
Yeah.
And she got a little sentimental. It's like, it's okay. It's, hopefully she's going to be in the area for college. After that, she'll be a lot closer than she is to me right now. So we'll be able to have her, plus my son will still be in high school. So he'll still be celebrating Christmas mornings with us. But so things are going to be changing,
yeah,
in that realm. And that's a little,
it's surreal.
odd.
It is weird to think that this is the point of life that we've reached at this moment.
Yeah. We've got Jess's son's been a high school graduate now for more than half a year. And golly, it's
time moves way too fast.
They're at that weird part where like, hey, I just got out of high school, and then you realize 20 years later, oh, hey, I've been out of high school 20 years. For them, they're now about to experience that big time jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my 30th high school reunion is coming up next year. But yeah, it's been great. We've had a good relaxing week here with them. We went to see Elf at the Alabama Theater. It was the kids' first time visiting the Alabama Theater, and that was kind of a fun night because they had a projector mishap.
Yeah,
they had a technical difficulty, and Gary, who plays the mighty Wurlitzer, we always do a sing-along every year during the Alabama Theater's Christmas, the holiday movie. And Gary plays some songs to get us in the mood for the movie. And Gary played and kept playing and kept playing. And it was like, this is going on longer than usual. And you can see in the projector screen, down at the bottom is like,
little error messages popping up down there at the bottom. Yeah.
So yeah, he entertained us for a while and said that he would break in with updates every other song or so, and then try to do Q&A with the crowd and everything else. So we got to learn a lot of history about the theater,
That's
then
magical, though, if you think about it. I mean,
Oh.
you got to experience something that people don't normally get to experience unless they go
Look.
specifically for a concert with the Wurlitzer.
Exactly. And that's one thing that Gary he's saying. He's like, okay, we're going to stop now. We'll tell you how to get a refund. We're sorry that you can't watch the movie. And I'm like, this is worth the price of the ticket.
Mhm.
There's no
Yeah.
way I'm asking for a refund.
Now
So
keep
he's
going, man.
yeah, and this is their big fundraiser for the year. And
Mhm.
he's like, we'll send out an email. You can get your refund. And we're so sorry that the movie didn't happen. And as he's spilling his heart out, the movie fires up.
Yeah.
Just so like, okay. And so the Wurlitzer
Psych.
sneaks down into the stage and we watch Elf. And there's quite a few people in the theater that had left, but
Mhm.
most
Yeah.
everybody on their Facebook page and stuff where they were announcing refunds and like, no, this is your fundraiser every year. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
So we got an extra
it's very
hour of entertainment that night.
And it's
That-
very
that
rare
boggles
that
my
this
mind.
this very rare that this ever happens
Yeah.
to anything that they do there. They never experience any kind of technical difficulties with
Wow.
presenting the movies that they show. So, yeah.
Why would anybody leave?
Well, I'm
It's-
sure some people may have had certain things they had to
Yeah.
be at.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was-
I know what you mean. Yeah, but I know it's
Like my work really didn't release until Wednesday afternoon. This was a Tuesday night. So I don't know if, parents had to go to
Yeah.
work the next morning
Yeah.
or,
Or if
And they
they
had
just
kids
figured they
there.
just figured it wasn't going to happen, so let's just go ahead and go home or whatever.
yeah.
We'll go home and watch it on Netflix or something.
We weren't going to leave until they told us
Until
hey,
they kicked us out.
this is it. We're not, it's not going to
Yeah.
happen.
Because like you said, I
Kid-
mean,
yeah.
the Wurlitzer, you get a concert with the Wurlitzer,
Mhm.
I wish I'd have been there now. Dang.
Yeah, it was great,
That's
man.
And
what
Christmas-
I go to the
and-
theater for. Is
And
the
Christmas
Wurlitzer.
music being played and the atmosphere and the kids were just taken in with the atmosphere of the theater itself and how
Right.
beautiful it is.
Mhm.
And I always love the Alabama theater at this time of year when they have all the Christmas stuff out. It's
No, it's
beautiful.
beautiful.
It is my favorite Christmas tree to look at every year.
it is
Mhm.
it is a beautiful tree. I
Mhm.
agree.
Well, and I will say that regardless of the time of the year that you go, I mean, Christmas obviously is magical
Yeah.
for the Alabama Theater, but
Mhm.
regardless of the time of the year that you go, if you ever have the chance to go to anything where they're playing movies
Yeah.
at the Alabama Theater, go, if anything, just to hear the Wurlitzer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And by the way, just in case folks are like, what is a Wurlitzer? That's the actual organ that comes out of what Brock was talking about, that comes out of the stage. It's got massive pipes that run up beside. Think of like a cathedral,
Yeah.
but cooler.
Mhm.
Thing's
Mhm.
95 years old. Like
Yeah.
old as the
Yeah.
theater.
And they're about to undergo a restoration project.
Yeah.
On the organ.
Yep.
Once this they were discussing that once this season wraps up here, they're going to start doing some refurbishing work on that.
Yeah, $150,000, and they've got Gary was saying they've got some donor right now that will match dollar for dollar until the end of the year. So he's like, so it's really only going to cost you 75,000.
Yeah.
Some of you people have that in your pocket. Dump
Yeah.
it out while you're leaving.
Yeah.
I am actually proud to say that I have donated to that already. I
Mhm.
donated
Good.
like right after it was announced because I
Awesome.
mean that's one of the that is one of my most favorite things
Mhm.
to do in Birmingham is to go to the Alabama Theater. If anything, just to listen to the Wurlitzer.
Yeah.
I love listening to it, and then when he goes down to start the movie, I'm like, oh, okay, fine,
Yeah.
I'll watch the movie.
Yeah.
So those of you that are not familiar with it, just do some search, do some history on the Alabama Theater.
Yep.
And
Gorgeous.
yeah,
There
For
aren't
those
very
of you
many
that are
of those
not familiar
classical
with the
organs
area,
left.
no.
So there aren't very many of them left. I mean,
Mhm.
I think that the Fox Theater over in Atlanta,
Atlanta.
I think they still have one,
I think
but
so.
I think that the one in Alabama is older, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah, he was telling the story of the Wurlitzer, how in 1927 it got shipped down on rail cars from New York,
Mhm.
and when it showed up, they installed it, and like a day or two later, they had their first concert with it.
Wow.
Yeah, and so he was talking about how they did the vaudeville stage act and everything with it during that time, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can get to the point very soon that we can make that kind of an annual contribution. You're not just going to the movies, but actually doing a fund help with fundraisers for them.
Yeah.
Donate. What I mean.
I forget who the organist was, but it's been quite a few years ago. But there was a traveling organist that came through that actually used the Wurlitzer in his performance. He was, he practiced with it and everything, and got there a day beforehand and was actually using it. He actually pushed it to its limit, not like in a bad way, but like of what you could do with it.
Yeah.
That's well beyond what you would imagine the world has ever been able to do. And it's incredible what that organ can do.
Yeah. My daughter, who wants to major in music, she was just fascinated. We were leaving out of there. She's like, "Can we make this an annual tradition?" I'm like, "Absolutely we can." But the problem is next year you guys come on Christmas night and the movies will be over for the season. So
unless it lines up, because I know they do start doing the holiday series, around there that second weekend of December. So
my kids are so busy in December.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure they may. I know they did one year to facilitate the Christmas extremists. They did do Christmas in July one year, I believe.
I was about to say, lucky for you guys, you don't have to wait until holiday season.
No, we have the
summer.
Yeah,
they got the summer movie series that they do there.
It just always has to line up with their schedule, and so
I think the next big thing is Valentine's Day. They're going to do Casablanca.
Yeah,
they usually they do
Casablanca for us Southern people. So,
well, made me think before we get too far ahead. Now you guys are talking about experience. I don't know if y'all brought it up. How was Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
I was going to talk about that.
God.
Yeah,
my 102-degree fever broke the night before.
Yes,
so I was able to go. Yeah, that was our anniversary when they came, and we could actually. We know for a fact Kevin was there because we could see him.
Yeah,
we know exactly where he was sitting, and because my fever had just broken, not even 24 hours ahead of time. I was like, I'm not going to go over there and get Kevin sick just in case. So
thank you.
Yeah. So my fever was gone, but earlier in the day and all, but I didn't want to take any chances. I was kind of out of it.
He was, yeah.
I couldn't, but man, what a show.
Yeah.
Man, Bo, you probably, granted, I know you've been to your fair share of shows, and we probably both have, but I have never seen anything like this.
Oh, it's still.
TSO, I went to TSO probably about maybe 6-7 years ago, and their show was impressive, but this time around, they like up the ante like 5 times.
I was wondering about that because it just, just to talk about the program itself, it tells a story and there's music intertwined with telling the story. And it was 8:30, and they were ending the portion of the story, and I was like, okay, well, this is it.
That's a short.
Oh no!
No. That's when it starts.
Yeah.
Now that format, Jess, that's the same. They tend to do that where they do because they come at Christmas time, so they do the Christmas story, and then they get into the heavier stuff afterwards.
Rock and roll Christmas.
Oh my gosh! This year, Bo. This year they had multiple stage. They had the main stage that had rigging with
that's. I went back
in.
I think me and my wife went back in either 2018 or 2019. I can't remember, but yeah, they had the whole scaffolding that would lower down. The folks would walk across it. Then they had one little section over here where it had a spinning stage would go up, and then it had fire coming out of it. It's
okay. So you saw the same show. That's basically what we saw. Yeah, Shane, that's exactly it, man.
Our friend Shane's in the chat. Never ending is what TSO feels like live. You're right.
That's not a bad never ending feeling.
No, it's not. The only disappointment that I had was that they didn't play Toccata. I really wish that they had done that. That's not one that they play often, but if you should pull it up, Spotify or whatever, just listen to it, and as soon as you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, that would have been incredible, like jaw-droppingly awesome if they had played that in concert. But they played enough of they tend to do a balance because they're known as a Christmas band, but they have a lot of albums where they do just non-Christmas music, so they play a lot of that as well, which is generally, I love their Christmas music, but I go more for their non-Christmas stuff, than anything. So after the really heartfelt and touching story that they do, and they get into them like, oh, there we go. It's just gonna get into the good stuff now. All right, and then I start getting visibly excited.
Yeah, I definitely want this to be an annual tradition for us. I absolutely loved it, and I was telling Jess, I'm like, it's amazing the faith that they put into the big rigs, that big triangle things that go around behind them, and they're all standing under this heavy stuff and playing, and I'm like, that's amazing. That the stage hands and the technicians and stuff, good night, those guys are so talented as well.
Well, they did announce, though, Brock, was one thing that we can say here, that they will have a new album next year.
Yeah.
They played us
Yeah,
a song
yeah.
from it.
Yeah. And it was good.
Mhm.
Man, it was good.
Like, and because I mean, granted, I'd have to look, but I think this is like the first album they've had since like 2016.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's been a
minute.
while since they've had an album. But then they had their leads, the one who originally started the band, I believe he passed away
A few years
ago. Yeah, a few years
Mhm.
back. So I'm sure that set them back a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
it's good to see them making some new music and thoughts. And because God, they got a huge catalog anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So it's
and
not.
And I thought that they were just, orchestral music. I didn't know that they had.
Oh Lord.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we
Sorry for
go.
the chat.
Sorry.
We got
Yeah, let's
block user there.
yeah. The bots have arrived.
Yeah, sorry about that,
Yeehaw.
y'all.
Well, it
when-
didn't
when-
show up. I got it over here on the side. Like I said, you caught it before it. I guess it.
Okay.
it showed up in the yeah. Sorry.
I don't think
it's
it's
Sorry if you saw that. I hope that you didn't go and see that person's private photo.
So yeah, we got that. We don't have a moderator on here, and we opened it up for public chat because it's our first live stream on YouTube, and I was fully expecting that.
Yeah. It was just a matter of time.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought I didn't know that they had so many vocalists, and
Mhm.
my goodness, the pipes, not only on
Yep.
the instruments,
Oh,
but the pipes on the people.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Amazing singers. Amazing.
Man.
It's a spectacle. I mean,
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
It was incredible. And when we walked into the Legacy Arena to begin with, I'm like, why is it so smoky in here? Like there was an incident, and I mean,
Is this a 311 concert?
Yeah, that but it was a dense fog in the entire as you're walking in to see the and as soon as you walk in the building in the concession areas, like, man, but then that all the lasers have to have something to bounce off of and to show up really well through. So I'm
And
like, okay,
oh boy, were there lasers.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna tell you now, if you have epilepsy or seizures or whatever, don't go to one of these shows.
No, don't.
Don't even
those-
drive by the arena. when
No.
it's going.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to be safe.
Yeah.
The whole thing about the Spinal Tap movie where the the amplifiers go up to past 10. Yeah, I was gonna say
To 11, yeah.
yeah, they go to 11. That's TSO. I'm not complaining one bit though. I'm not. This is no way any way,
no,
shape, or form a
no
complaint.
complaints whatsoever.
I mean,
That was such a good show.
I feel like you thoroughly get what you pay to go see
Mhm.
them perform.
Yeah,
I will
absolutely.
fully admit though, when they played Music Box Blues, the guy came out and did Music Box Blues.
Mhm.
That song is one of my trigger songs, if you know
Oh,
what I
no.
mean. Like if you're, and I'm just gonna be, if you're a guy and you're like, "Yeah, I just feel like I need to like let it out.
Mm.
Every guy has their songs. That's one of them for me. And I was like,
Mm.
I'm gonna be strong. I'm gonna be strong. I'm not gonna do it.
The separate ways the other
But
one.
dang them for playing the song.
Separate ways.
Separate ways
Ways?
isn't one of them, actually. No.
Oh, really?
It is not. No. Brock. When I say let go, I mean like go cry.
Oh, okay.
Like
The
if I need to be.
I thought you meant
emotional.
sing along.
Oh no. Separate
Somebody's-
ways is definitely a sing along song.
Somebody's cutting onions somewhere, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is an
Some
instant
onions.
onion. That's a good way of. Thank you, Jess. That's what I'm going to call it from
Yeah.
now on. It's like those are my onions.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
Those,
a good way.
those
To,
are my onions.
Right.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's
Those
one
darn
of them. I won't tell
onions.
you guys any other ones.
Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, TSO was a lot of fun. Highly encourage next year because they come around every year. So, well, awesome. Well, yeah, that's what's been up with us. Well, we're going to flow right into the next segment that we love to do, our Bama Geek Southern Words and Phrases.
Oh.
And this inspiration struck Jess today as we were, procuring our new mailbox and posts and stuff. We told you guys the story of what happened last time. Somebody crashed in our yard and the car took out our mailbox. We're finally going to get around to putting it back up. But while we were shopping today, post Christmas,
Yeah.
she's like, I need to go get this thing.
Yeah. We walk into Lowe's and the lady says, "Would you like a buggy?"
That's right.
Today's Southern word for this episode is buggy.
For those who are not familiar, it's a shopping cart.
Yes. It has nothing
Mom, I tumped over my buggy.
And to think, I know over the past couple of weeks, we have been filling buggies with Christmas gifts to be bought, Christmas groceries to be bought. We've been in and out of the store for quite a couple of weeks now, and we are putting things in our buggies in
That's
the
right.
South. So there you go.
Yep. And Shane's got it exactly right. He says, "Whoa, post-Christmas shopping."
Oh,
Yes,
no.
yeah. We did not stay out in the store very long today.
No, we went with a purpose, and we went to Lowe's, which wasn't so bad.
Yeah. Lowe's was not bad, and I was hoping to see some good clearance items, but we didn't see any clearance items.
Mm-mm. No,
But,
they.
It's
weird,
too
like-
bad you couldn't get like a marked down Christmas mailbox or something.
Yeah.
You know what though?
It-
The mailbox we got today is identical to the one that we're replacing, and it was like $15 cheaper today.
Mhm.
I don't. They had a mailbox markdown or something
Mailbox
because we bought it. And it
That
was
sound-
60. Wait, it was 65.
markdown.
But it's a win-win.
That sounds
for
like
us.
one of those sales at Ronnie Marchant Furniture.
Yeah.
Mailbox markdown.
Because we're going out of business.
That's
We
right.
got ever what you need.
Ever what you need. Going out of business. I was hoping not to venture too far off this subject, but I was hoping that Buc-ee's would have a deal half off on the inflatable beaver, but unfortunately not. Buc-ee's does not mark down any holiday merchandise. I guess they just ship
Yeah.
it back for next year. So
Probably.
there's a lot of people shocked that we did not get the inflatable Santa Buc-ee for the yard. but-
Maybe next year they wanted $60 for that thing,
Yeah,
and it would,
that's-
and if we could have gotten it for half off, then it could have been Jessa's Dragon Con costume for next year, because it's short
Wait.
enough. It's about her height,
Mm.
so
Whoa
Shane's like,
now.
praise the beaver. Yeah. Yeah. I think it would be a great inflatable costume for Jessa to go running around Dragon Con. but-
Since we did have a guy get in an inflatable Stay Puft costume this year at Dragon Con and walk around, we
Yeah.
were that was the joke, was that I should just get the inflatable Buc-ee.
Yeah, but
I've got a little story around that. I was at a Christmas party last night actually, and one of the folks at the Christmas party told me that they had went and there's someone that's well known to them that always has one of those houses where they put on like the synchronized lights with everything. And apparently this year they had an hour-long thing where it was like multiple songs. It was basically like an album. They did everything synchronized, so you could just sit there with your radio on and just watch it with everything with it. There's a new Golden Buc-ee's. Yes,
and
but he
Jessa's the
said
ringleader.
Yeah.
he said I got done, and then I turned the car around and looked behind me, and there was someone that was just trying their best with an inflatable in the yard, and it was the Buc-ee's beaver. Could you imagine being across from that guy that does the synchronized thing, and you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna put the Buc-ee's beaver
Yeah.
out. It'll be good.
Well, we did hit Buc-ee's a couple of times over the weekend. We had to make a couple of trips.
I did get to meet Santa Buc-ee.
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah, sure did.
I seen a couple people in my timeline that was visiting Buc-ee's for either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day activities.
Our,
Just-
it
what do
took
you-
us our travels on Christmas Eve took us
Twice.
there. So we were just like,
We
well,
stopped twice.
we had to get lunch on the way
Yeah.
to go where we were going to. So and
So
we
let's
walked in.
unpack this for a second. Let's
Okay.
unpack this if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay, Santa Buc-ee.
Hmm.
Do kids go and see Santa Buc-ee?
You could.
Like
I did. Well, I mean,
Santa.
I
Okay.
didn't say I did.
You're only as tall as a kid.
Well,
Okay,
this is true.
so what do you tell Santa Buc-ee that you want, like beaver
Beaver
nuggets or something?
Brisket, all the brisket.
All the
All the
brisket.
fudge,
Mm,
brisket,
Thank you.
kolaches,
And he goes, it's right over there.
yeah,
Yeah.
beaver nuggets.
Santa thanks you for your
Your support. Yeah.
patronage.
Well, and to be honest, I didn't. I mean, I when we got there, I didn't know that it was there, and we were going to the kiosk to order, and that Brock was the one that actually spotted
brisket.
Santa Buc-ee, and he says, "Well, are you going to get a picture?" I was like, yeah. I mean, you
So-
have to ask me that question. Santa Buc-ee is here. Yes.
I always feel gypped. I've yet to visit Bucky's, and any multiverse variant of Bucky is there. No Santa Bucky or Bucky himself or Easter Bucky. I'm not sure.
Shane's
don't
got
know,
the brisket sweats.
The brisket sweats, yes.
I'm sorry, Bo. I'm sorry that you've not had.
I have
that
yet to.
experience.
Yes, I know. That's
Yeah, man.
I never know. It's a surprise. It's never know when they're going to be there either. But it makes sense that they would have Santa Bucky
Oh,
there
yeah.
on Christmas Eve.
Mhm.
And I'm sure Christmas Day, but
I'm sure he's
Yeah,
usually
people
there on
passing through.
Saturdays. I would think the high
Yes.
busy day Saturdays.
yeah. I was going to say, I think most of the time that we've seen it, it's been on Saturday.
Apparently, Bo, you need to
Or
come
s-
with me because probably like 4 out of the 5 times I've been there, he's there.
Mhm.
So you just
Okay.
probably just need to go with me. I'm
Yeah.
apparently I'm lucky in that sense.
the when we were coming back from visiting family on Saturday evening, we got there and that was the deadest I've ever seen Bucky's.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was very surprised.
It was.
Surprised, was not surprised, but I mean, we've been there like at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning before on the way to Atlanta,
Mhm.
and that was about the same amount of people in there at that time. So it was
Yeah.
we went by there twice again yesterday on Christmas, but we didn't stop because we had to get the,
Well,
the
people
kids.
Yeah.
forget they're 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know, they're 24 hours. So you could be up there at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
Shane says if you
Yes.
want to see Bucky, you have to go during lunch or
Oh.
during lunch for a holiday. I'm about to say we're always there for lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, but and they do have buggies at Bucky's.
Yes,
do.
we gotta bring it back around. Yes.
Exactly.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's true. That's how we can bring this back around. There are buggies at Bucky's.
And Jess will grab one quite often and load up, even if she's been
If
there
you,
the day
can
before.
if you can leave Bucky's without using a buggy, or at the very least having like, you know,
Yeah.
someone else with you to carry your stuff.
We
You're
did
lucky.
Christmas. We did Christmas Eve night because all we did was just run back in and get us something to drink.
Yeah.
We are on the way back home. So, yeah. So that was
Santa
probably
Bucky
the-
says you were naughty.
that was probably the cheapest I've ever gotten out of Bucky's. Is just because we just want to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we did buy
Wonder
gas
if-
because Bucky's has
Oh.
the cheapest gas in the area too.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder if Bucky's was out. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't know, but I wonder if Bucky's has got a credit card.
If not,
We
they
have
will
not seen
eventually.
one.
They really
Eventually.
need to, don't they?
No,
No.
no,
Oh heavens, no.
no.
You get reward points. You spend so much, then you get
Now, a
discounts.
reward system would be good.
Yeah.
If there was,
Oh.
oh man, we'd
That'd
be
be
racking.
dangerous.
We would be racking up some points
Yeah.
between like gas and food.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And just think of all the Christmas gifts we could buy.
Oh, God,
They said
Shane
they
said
do have a
one.
No, they
Oh
don't.
my God!
Yes.
Seriously, they do.
But I'm not getting one. I will not. No.
Shane, you get that temptation out of here right now, man.
Yeah.
We do not need that knowledge.
Oh my God, they do.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The
We're not getting
Bucky's
it.
MasterCard.
We're not
It's
getting
got-
We're
it.
not getting it.
We're not getting it. No. No. No.
Oh my gosh.
No. This is not the position. We're supposed to be able to pay for everything with cash.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
Mhm.
totally gonna link it in the chat.
No.
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 Now, I don't know if this is a Texas thing. Yeah.
Oh
Mm.
my gosh.
No,
That's
thank
funny.
you.
Speaking
So,
of
but
with Texas, we have one of our friends who's traveling through Texas, and he said he's going to check out Bucky's for the first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Boers is.
oh yeah, that's right.
So we did let him know to make sure he does find one that's a mega store. Don't go to the convenience store because remember other friends that went to Texas recently is like, this isn't as big as everybody says it. Because you went to the convenience store. There's
Mhm.
mega stores and there's convenience stores in Texas.
See, I didn't know they.
Shane,
I
you
didn't,
should just stop, okay?
I didn't know
You
they
should
had. Like,
stop. You're making
know
this
that-
difficult.
I didn't know they had like the mini Bucky's type
Yeah.
thing.
They
Yeah.
have some that are just like regular convenience stores.
Mhm.
Neighborhood Bucky's.
Yeah, neighborhood Bucky's instead
Yeah.
of yeah.
Yeah, one of our friends, Mike and Chris stopped in there when they went out for a trip earlier in the fall, and they were like, Mike, like, what's the big deal with this? It's just a convenience store. I'm like,
Yeah.
you went to the wrong one.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got hold of the wrong store.
There's Bucky's churches, and then there's Bucky's cathedrals.
Yeah.
You got 10 gas pumps, you got 125 gas
Yeah,
pumps.
that's right.
Go to the
You have more
125.
Tesla superchargers at the one in Leeds than any other place in in Alabama.
That's wild. I would
Um,
think like the Madison Huntsville area one would get that first.
Nope.
Hmm.
And
But
they
it is
haven't, and as far as I know, they haven't put any in at the new one in Athens yet. But then again, they have like Superchargers the next exit up
Yeah.
anyway, even
Yeah.
though they're older and slower. But yeah, this has more Superchargers at that location than anywhere else. As far as I know, they just built a
Mhm.
couple of new ones. But yeah, I mean, Bucky's like said, yeah, we want Superchargers. Okay.
I mean,
Well,
anything to get you to come to the store. They know what they're doing.
Yep.
Oh, that works for me.
Yeah.
You're
You're not buying the liquid gas, they'll get you on the electric.
That's
That's
right.
right.
What do we do to bring you to us?
Yes.
Let us know.
I mean, they didn't really have to do that. I would have come anyway, but it helps.
Yeah.
of course it does.
Like that 5% rollback on all purchases for the Bucky's credit card. Yes.
We're gonna get that Bucky
Stop.
sponsorship where it's over with.
Stop.
Well, it just helps you to buy Christmas presents.
Yes.
Well, that's true.
Brock isn't helping either.
No, I'm trying to segue into the next
That's
segment.
like speaking
there we
speaking
go.
of Christmas presents, the day after Christmas.
Yeah, the day after Christmas, we wanted to kind of do and hope for those of you who are watching live and in the chat, share what you got for Christmas. We'd love to hear, how good Santa was to you. So, Jess and I have a show and tell. The other guys don't know, so we'll see who got what.
Yeah. Da-da.
I mean, I don't have any of the things I got. Like I said, the wife got me one of the wrestling figures I was after, the Ultimate Edition of NWO Macho Man Randy Savage, which is been on my
Yeah.
collection. You cannot say no to life. Yes.
No, you cannot say no to that.
We did.
But we did, I guess, because I don't have one.
We don't have room in the house.
She got me a game to add to my backlog, Gotham Knights, which I will play eventually. So, but
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
man, like I said, I'm to the point now where I don't want anybody to buy me anything too much. Like I said, the in-laws and the parents, they'll give me a gift card or something here or there, and then beyond that, that's good. I mean, I'm to the point now where like I'm happy. I don't really. I mean, normally I'll buy something I need during the year, but Santa, I don't. Like I said.
That's just guys. We just buy
Yeah.
it. When we need something, we
Yeah.
just buy it. We don't like wait.
Yeah.
And,
Yes,
we
it's just
know
hard
this.
for
Yes.
harder for
That's
people.
That's a thorn in Jess's side because she's like, I don't know what to get you this year because you always get what you need. And I'm
You
like,
just get, and I don't.
It's just a
I
guy
don't
thing.
know.
Yeah, it's
Shane says he got a new truck, like a truck,
yeah.
real big truck.
Tonka truck.
Did you get Tonka or Nissan? He's got some Python Patrol Cobra Bat and Vipers. Nice, some new GI Joe.
You got GI Joe figures. Wow, this is my shocked face.
Yeah. Very nice. And welcome to the chat. Papa no longer plays. He got carpentry gear.
Oh,
Ooh,
Ooh,
Hey,
I
we're-
got something
Hey,
you're gonna
look,
like here in a
I was
minute.
gonna
You just
say.
are you for hire?
wait.
I believe Papa's one of my friends from Twitch. He's one of the big. He does a lot of good Ghostbuster
Oh,
stuff. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome
Welcome.
in,
Yeah,
man.
welcome,
Glad
man.
to have you.
And if
Good
it's
to
who I
see
think it is, I know he's changed his name once or twice, but I believe I know Papa.
Nice. Well, welcome in. Glad to have you here live on the episode. So, Kevin, how about you, man? What you wind up with for Christmas?
All right. Papa no longer plays. You're gonna love this. Check out what I got.
Look at that.
A great
Dun,
book
dun.
of woodworking projects. Dude, I'm gonna build everything in here, I think.
Look at the
I love doing
community and the
woodworking.
friendships being built.
I mean, dude, they're just looked at this up. I'm gonna put it back up here. The Great Book of Woodworking Projects. Look it up on Amazon. It is well worth the buy. I was at a Christmas party when a friend, my best friend actually, got this for me, and they were like going through all their presents. And they were like, "Kevin, what do you think of this?" And I'm like, "Huh?" Because I'm like looking through my book, like going, "I'm gonna build this." I'm
Yeah.
like, "You have no idea how excited this makes me." And they're like, "That's everything that we needed right there." Was that because like we were talking about, it's difficult to buy for guys because we just get our stuff, but when you get something that really hits,
Mhm.
and then they're just we're just sitting here like glued to it.
Mhm.
I mean, this is better than a video game, man. This is
Mm.
yeah.
Is that an
is huge.
Adirondack chair on the front?
Yes.
I knew what that was.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. I
Um,
want to build it, and I have no idea what I'll do with it, but I don't
Well,
care. I just want to build it.
Build
I
a,
want-
build
I
a
want-
couple, and we might buy them off of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want some of those.
I've seen some of them where people take them and then they'll like paint them and theme them like
Mm-hmm.
like like you could do with you being Star Wars. You could make that very R2 look
Yeah.
like R2.
Well, if they're
very
going to buy
easy.
them, I'll just put Bucky's beavers on them.
That's all you got to do, man. Bootleg Bucky's. And Shane said, yeah, he got a new Dodge 1500 Bighorn.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
woo!
Okay.
Got it back in September, but lumped it in for the holidays. That is a good reason and certainly allowable to a purchase like that. That's congratulations on the truck, man. That's
Yeah.
nice. And Papa says, yeah, it's
Yep,
Papa playing
that's what I
live from
thought.
Twitch. Though I haven't streamed in a long while.
Yeah,
Sounds
Man.
familiar.
I was
Yep.
gonna say neither has Brock or Kevin. So
I'm trying to move over to YouTube, but it's a
Yeah,
slow
that's
process.
me. Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, well, Kevin and Bo are Twitch streamers as well, and you guys want to join Papa playing live as well on Twitch? Make sure you give him a follow. It's always good to have streamers that we can help promote. So, well, nice, man, nice. Anything else?
It's the same as Bo. Gift cards, puzzles,
Mm-hmm.
home security products. I just recently
Hey.
this year had to switch from one home security solution to another because mine got phased out. By the way, small tangent. Be careful with Google stuff, okay? Because Google just likes to they like to axe their projects like without any warning whatsoever. So, like, if you love the ecosystem, it's one thing, but I mean, if you get anything with their hardware, that's not a phone, be careful with it. I don't think they're going to get rid of their speakers and stuff because obviously they want to listen to us. But when it comes to security products, be a little more you may want to look elsewhere with that. But that's part of what I ran into this year. I just switched security products to another vendor, which seems to be so far seems to be a lot better. But I did get some stuff for that too. So
Very cool.
That was really cool. Yeah.
Nice. Well, you mind if I go, Jess?
no, you go right ahead.
All right, we're going to do a show and tell.
Sure.
I'll show you what my kids got me because, first of all, I mean, I am an undergrad. I've got my bachelor's and I'm working on my master's. So they're like, Dad, you need to keep better track of what you do. So they got me a University of Alabama planner.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Very nice, with a magnet on the back, so I can hang that up in my office and take notes on what I need to do. And I really, really should. I'm not as effective yet as Kevin is as keeping things on like Google Calendar and stuff. So, but the other thing that got me, and you want to talk about my kids knowing me and reaching back to my childhood. I did not ever anticipate this, but they got me this giant Nestle Quick. This next Quick gift set. It's got 2 yellow cups inside with the Nesquik bunny. It's got the chocolate syrup and then 2 spoons
That's awesome.
to stir
Dude,
the.
that
Oh,
is
dude!
sweet.
And the thing that they're like, Dad, we know you have a problem with high blood sugar, and that's okay. We love you. Don't die. So I will be taking advantage of this. I used to. When I was a
Wow.
kid, we had the powder, the Nesquik powder.
When it was still quick. It was
Yes,
Nestle
when it was
Quick.
just Nestle Quick.
Mhm.
I would take it and I would put it in the bottom, pour the milk on it, and then not stir it, and would drink the milk and then take the spoon and actually eat the powder because it had like a chocolate glaze on top of it then. So let's see. What we got here? Papa says, been doing a Rocky marathon since his Boxing Day. That's right.
It is.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been watching 1 to 6 and the 2 Creed movies.
Okay.
I still need to watch
Cool.
the 2 Creed movies.
Have not seen the Creed movies. I don't think I've seen Rocky 6. I may have.
That's
Cool.
Rocky Balboa. It's weird how
Rocky Balboa.
Stallone-
Yeah, I don't
Rocky
think I've seen that
Balboa.
one.
If we could tangent a second
Sure.
and say I watched Violent Night.
We're gonna see that.
We're
Oh
gonna
my
watch it.
gosh, that
Yeah,
is
we'll
great.
Watch that. Yeah.
If
Yeah,
we're
I've
talking
heard
about
good
what
things about it.
Papa said, what we've been watching, Violent Night.
Mhm.
If it's on digital now, you can get it,
Mhm.
watch it, especially since because obviously it's going to feel weird if you watch it like it's not the season or whatever. Right now, since we still got the magic of Christmas around and stuff, watch it. David Harbour does such a good job. He's got his own interesting take on Santa.
Yeah.
Something he does it in a way we've never seen before.
Yeah, we want to see that. We last night we just since the kids were not with us last night, we decided to fire up Trading Places.
Oh,
Mhm.
nice.
Yeah.
That's a
Merry
good
New
one.
Year.
Other than that, we've just been watching we watched a couple of Christmas movies. Watched the Santa Claus. So we went to go see Elf at the Alabama Theater. I gotta admit, I've not been watching as much as I wish I could have or should have been. So
I did check
but
out.
as far as like last night, yes, that's what we did.
We checked out A Christmas Story Christmas. Have
Mhm.
y'all
Oh,
guys
we
watched
did,
that yet?
we did
Yeah.
watch that. Yeah.
We really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I liked it better than the original for
Yeah.
sure.
Really?
I'm probably in one of those camps.
Mhm.
Like I don't have a nostalgic tie to the original because I never watched it as a kid. I never watched it till after we got married.
Yeah.
It hit a little bit more personal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, the Christmas Story Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, he's older now, right? So
He's older. He's a writer.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
a writer, and you know,
And
He
And I wanna
connected.
say-
He
I could-
connected more with this sequel than
Yeah.
he did the first movie.
a majority of people from the original were in it, except I know the mother was a different actress.
Yes.
mhm.
Mhm.
But I want to say majority of the kids were
all the
all
kids were
same
the
folks. I was
original
surprised.
cast. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which I've got to figure out what Fountain of Youth. I can't think of his name, but the guy that plays Farkas.
yeah,
He
I know,
has
right?
aged very well.
he has
Zach Wild. Is that no? What? No, not Zach.
No.
Wild.
Zach something. I think
Um.
I don't know.
But anyway,
Sorry.
but yeah, like it was much better than I was expecting. It's
Zach Ward.
Zach Ward. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember from two things: Christmas Story and the TV series Titus. I don't know why, because he played the crazy
Right.
brother in it. That's the two things I always think
Mhm.
of when I see him.
You're on with Christopher Titus, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
But we won't get off on a tangent on
yeah.
that.
Papa said Creed's the best passing of the torch movie I ever saw.
I've
And
heard that.
I've
I've
heard
heard
that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely need to see
I'd
it.
have to think on that a little bit, but I preliminarily agree with you on that. That's a very good one.
Yeah.
Does have a Nesquik plate to make into a bank.
A Nesquik pail. No, I don't think it does.
No.
I wonder if he's talking like how the old tins you could make it
Yeah.
a bank.
Yeah.
or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to drink the strawberry quick as well. I used to love that. I'd do the same thing, just not mix it up and eat the powder.
I think I'm
It's probably
stubborn
why I
about-
have diabetes.
Stubborn
now at
would
this-
be. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say now at this point in our life too, we're not drinking, regular milk. We're drinking almond
Yep.
milk.
Yeah.
So.
Lactose intolerant.
I
It's great.
forget it. I see that was Shane what he said. I remember that he was also in Resident Evil. I forgot about his little part in it also. That's right.
Mhm.
Nikolai, yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Let's say he's talking about though you're quick. Like I guess that's just our generation thing. I still don't call it Nesquik. It is Nestle. It is quick. It's always going to be
always.
quick to me. It's I know.
Always.
Even though this happened in like what the 90s when this happened, I want to say
it'll
It's
die
been-
with us.
Yeah.
I have a little clip of Ron Daniels at Dragon Con talking about how I don't know how we got on this discussion, but he's basically the clip is like, you don't drink Ovaltine, we drink Nesquik.
That's right.
So that's what my brain just went to.
Mhm.
You don't
Another-
drink Ovaltine. What are you, 70? It's
Yeah.
Nesquik.
More Ovaltine, please.
Yeah,
We're
was-
getting there. Jess got me the Cowabunga collection, Teenage
Nice.
Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Xbox.
Very good.
Mhm.
So I'm going to be playing that hopefully some this week while I'm off. And then she pulled out the big guns for me as far as nostalgia. Dude, when's the last time you saw one of these?
Wow. And it's even they even
The
did the
Viewmaster.
packaging
Actually,
very
recently, believe it or not.
Yeah, we saw it at Target. That's how we knew they
Yeah.
were out.
Mhm.
But yeah, I made a passing comment of, oh my gosh, I haven't had one of these in years. And she was in the process of cleaning out her dad's house not long ago, and she tossed out some Viewmaster reels, and I went and grabbed them and saved them. I don't know where they are. I don't know what they're of, but
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you don't toss those things. And then look what happens this year. She got me a Viewmaster.
Well, I think because we didn't have a Viewmaster, so
Well, now we do.
but
And
now we I
I
there's
had
a
some
King Penguin in
turtles and
here.
real Ghostbuster ones. I remember them. I don't know what
Yep.
happened to them, but I had them.
Mhm.
So I'm going to start collecting old Viewmaster reels.
That's cool.
I'm going to do a search for some old ones because I love these.
Somehow I feel like you're going to go down this tangent of like realizing that the Viewmaster community, that there was some really dicey stuff going on with like Viewmaster things that you could get. You're like, oh man.
Well,
And I remember as a kid having like some Haunted Mansion ones from Disneyland,
Mm-hmm.
even though I'd never been, hadn't been out to Disneyland, but yeah. She also Shane said he's got
I remember the
some
gummy
bears
Gummy
also,
bears.
yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
gummy bears.
absolutely. She also, and this is speaking of collecting things, we're collecting a lot of vinyl. And we don't have a record player, but we've got a lot of vinyl. But she got me 2 new records for Christmas. She got me the soundtrack
Oh, nice.
WandaVision, which is done by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez, who do the Frozen soundtrack.
Mhm.
And I got to have Elizabeth Olsen. So she got me WandaVision, and then we saw this newly released,
Oh, nice.
The Greatest Showman.
Mhm.
That'd
She
be
picked
a
that
good
up
one.
at Walmart, and then both these records are red.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have a lot of the cool special colored vinyl
Mhm.
for all of them. Like I was on a big collecting kick, and I got to get back on it. Like I said, I love it's something about vinyl.
We've got a stack and no way to play them, but I promised her that this will be what our next big purchase is, probably a decent record player.
And I would have purchased one for him at Christmas, but I want to be sure that I get, the one that I don't know which one he's been looking at or he's spotted or he might want.
I'm
so,
still weighing options right now.
Yeah. So we don't know which one we're going to buy.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's the
I mean,
Yeah.
collecting. Yeah,
I
Mhm.
have.
Yeah.
Granted, record player enthusiasts are probably going to crucify me if they see this, but I just have one of the basic ones from Walmart.
Yeah.
That's what's in there on my shelf in there.
Yeah,
with all
there's-
my
yeah.
vinyls, and it is phenomenal. It connects to Bluetooth. It's got its own speakers and everything.
Yeah.
And I think that thing was like $50, and it's great. It's got replaceable needles and everything, and I like. That's all I need.
I had to
wanna
be a
able to listen
dork
to them
and-
when I want to.
I had to be a dork and buy like one of those old, I guess behind me here with stuff on it. I need to
I
clear up. but-
want
not a
no,
dork. We
not
want
at
one of
all.
No, man.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I'm going to land a good one at an estate sale or
Mhm.
something at some point in time. I want the glass cabinet. I want a glass cabinet stereo like I used
Mine's
to
like
have.
an old late 80s, early 90s kid.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
I
that's what
love
we
it.
want.
Bo, that's back in the day when everybody judged you by your stack.
Yeah.
That's right.
With the equal, how many equalizers and how much cool stuff have you got going on whenever it's running? That's how
That's the
cool
thing.
you are.
The thing though is with Jess's dad, we've got to get one that matches his standards. This
Oh, my.
this man knows his receivers and his turntables.
Yes.
You want a vinyl collector and a equipment collector, her dad. So we've got to make sure. I'm probably going to wind up consulting him at some point.
Mhm.
But the last thing I got for Christmas, Kevin, you'll appreciate this for sure.
Mhm.
From Jedi Fallen Order. Look at that.
Oh,
Here's
nice.
BD1, the Lego set. This is the set I wanted,
Mhm.
and I'm going to try and actually build this one. Unlike the other 10 that I've got sitting back in our back bedroom, we don't have room for. I can find room for this little
Yeah, I
guy.
was going to say that
You
one
could
should
s-
display easy and we should have room for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You could take him to work with you and put it on your desk or something.
I might.
That'd be
I've got a
cool.
lot of Funko Pops at work, and I'm done with Funko. A little
At the
bit.
moment.
Well,
At the
we s-
moment.
Hey.
I'm done with it, but yeah, I may have to take that into work and start replacing the Funko Pops. What you got
I
there?
forgot one.
Oh, what
This
you
is
got?
I got you all beat. Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
Oh, exceptionally bad dad jokes.
Okay, I'm gonna read
Nice.
you guys one. You ready?
Go right
Okay,
ahead.
look at this. Look at this. Watch this.
He's just going to randomly turn.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
good deal.
This page.
You know what? This might be something. we need
What
to do.
is
Go.
Beethoven's favorite fruit?
Hmm.
Okay, I give.
Banana.
Ah,
Right there, baby.
I see a
Boom.
reoccurring segment for this podcast.
I think
Random, like you did, flipping the page.
Bubba said that was written by Phoebe Spengler.
Oh,
yeah.
Which is funny. Like I said, we were talking about playing Spirits Unleashed. There's a line Ray drops in. He talks about he drops a Phoebe joke. She told him, he says, "Why did the dentist go bungee jumping?
Why?
Because he wanted to have a brush with death."
Oh,
Oh,
So
that's
and that was
great.
and that's credit to Phoebe in the game. So actually,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
those are in there if you're gonna play Spirits Unleashed. At least that one is, I know for sure.
that's nice. Shane says you're not as cool as unless you
You
had
did not have 2
two
amps?
amps, hi-fis, and 3 turntables.
I
It
agree.
was
Yeah.
based on how many equalizers you had, man. Because equalizers made all the cool lights and stuff. So that was the big thing. It was like you would sandwich equalizers between all of the important stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, how many equalizers do you need? Well, that's none of your business. They all have a function, and it's to look cool.
You want to do one more dad joke?
Yeah, come on.
This is
right,
like when I went
Yeah.
up to London, Ontario a few years ago to visit some friends, and I bought my son a bad Canadian joke book.
Oh,
and,
man.
he
You guys
tortured
ready?
us with that thing.
I'm gonna do. Look. All
He's
right,
not
here we go.
looking. All right, random joke. Here we go.
A priest recently had a bug infestation at the church. He said, "Let us spray."
Bravo.
That's it. This has to be a
Bravo.
new segment every episode.
Oh,
Where you
that's
crack
good.
a couple of those on the.
Yeah.
We gotta do this.
That
We gotta
was-
get
I've
the
never
most-
heard that one before.
We
That's
got to get the
great.
most out of your book there. So
Anime Geek's bad dad jokes.
yeah.
There you go. There's a new segment born right here on the live
I was
stream.
actually going back here to grab my Lego set, and then I saw that. But I got this guy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
What? The
cute.
microfighters. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Not quite as cool as yours, but this will be a really easy one to set on my desk here.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jess, wrap up this
All
Christmas
right.
present
Yes.
segment.
Okay. So I will show off right quick what the kids got me for Christmas. And even though this is Christmas themed, this will not get packed up with the Christmas sweaters, and it doesn't matter because I'm just going to be wearing it around the house anyway. So the kids got me. I'm gonna have to stand up here. Hang on.
Can we actually see?
I don't know. Can you see?
Oh, that's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I have some holiday Grogu pajama pants. And I
Gingham
just,
Grogu.
I backed into the tree.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
thankfully it didn't tump over. So I'll
The
start
tree
with,
painting.
that's my little show and tell there is my little pajama pants.
You retreated.
But you're very comfortable. Okay.
Retreated. I love it.
Ah,
Brock's
Okay.
dropping the organic dad jokes here.
not as exciting, but I did get some gray shoes. I wanted some gray shoes. So I told Brock, I need
Is that
some
with
gray shoes.
leopard print on the inside, or is that just?
Yeah.
At least it's not on the outside. Then,
Ah.
Yeah.
So
She's not Peg Bundy walking around.
gray shoes, which I asked for because I needed some gray shoes. Let's see.
lovely monochrome.
Okay. I have
Oh,
had-
fancy.
now. Here's the thing: is like, unlike the other Mickey ears, and I mean, I got my headphones on, but these don't really sit down
Oh yeah.
completely on your
They're gonna
head
stab you in the head.
because of this. So this is kind of more display than it probably will be for wearing.
Jess, you're not trying hard enough. Just jam them on there.
Yeah.
Jam 'em. Well,
Why am I bleeding?
if they had made it more to where you kind of wear, to the front, you could have this piece more on the front and
Yeah.
then kind of put the ears back. But still, I love them. I wanted them. So I got my Scarlet Witch themed Mickey ears.
Nice.
And I highly doubt they're going to go to Disney with us because they don't wear very well.
No.
We're going in the spring
Yeah.
for work conference.
No, So these are probably just more for, little display.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted it. So thank you, honey, for that too.
I bought them that morning when they put them up again for pre-order. And then a couple hours later, she's like, "Hey, these are up for sale again." I'm like, "I know, hush.
Yeah, he was like, just act like you
You're
didn't
getting them
see
for
that.
Christmas."
Yeah.
Act like you didn't see
Just
that.
wait.
Well,
honey, I'm sorry. I totally forgotten about that.
I had a feeling I would get them, but then of course I really knew I was getting them when I happened to pick up the packages that were delivered. I saw Shop Disney, and you could feel the
They outline on the inside the package because they only put them in that
Yeah.
little plastic envelope.
Yeah.
Like,
Um,
thanks.
Yeah.
You were feeling
So-
the gifts, Jess. That's cheating. You were like
No, I actually,
No,
I'm the one who
no,
brought it
I-
in. But when I brought it in, the package was like stuck to it, and you could just see the outline
Yeah.
of the envelope. And I'm like, nah. All right, well, you know what that is? You're not getting it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bra. Yeah.
So while we are dialing back our Funko Pop collection, we are technically done with pops, but we have a rule that if it's something that is, significant to us,
and helps complete a collection that we've been working on for years.
yes, that is the exception. So Brock got me this Funko exclusive.
Oh, nice.
Anna, she's in a gold colored dress. Probably can't. There you go. I can't see that too well, but yes. So that is this pop that I got from Brock this year, Anna. And then because we have, so this was the other set of pops that I got.
Oh, nice.
It's Minnie.
Yeah.
It's different versions of Minnie Mouse.
Ooh, cool.
We've got the one for Mickey, just Mickey through the years. It's,
Mm-hmm.
she's drawing herself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They've all got pens and pencils
Oh,
or
that's
paint
cool. I
brushes.
see that.
And so the new generations are painting the older generations as figures. And so that's what you see. And so Mickey's doing the same thing. And I'm like, well, we can't have
Right.
that set not get Minnie, because I know she loves Minnie Mouse.
Yeah. So that's why, kind of goes with the set that we already have in place.
Yeah.
So like I said, we have small exceptions to our pop purchases now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So moving right along, this was a total surprise. I got the Ghostbusters official cookbook.
Written by Eric Burnham,
Yep.
right?
Written by Eric Burnham. You see that on the bottom there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
It's
didn't know he wrote the cookbook. That's awesome.
this was an interesting little look through. I really enjoyed this. And I was actually contemplating the idea of maybe I could do a video of preparing something from the Ghostbusters cookbook
I think we should.
and put that on our Bama Geeks page. You will
Let me eat it.
this. Give me just a second. Bear with me here.
Please tell me they're all Ghostbuster moves. It's only Cheez-It, s'mores, Wise potato chips.
Well,
Crunch.
for
Yeah.
appetizers, just for example, we could do podcast marshmallow fondue.
Oh.
We also have Egon's spores, molds, and fungus stuffed mushrooms.
Sweet.
Bo, you'll like this. We have petty cash egg rolls.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. We have Dana's demon eggs, which are like deviled eggs.
Do you have to let them pop on the
Yeah,
counter?
they self-popping.
the interdimensional cross rip dip.
I'm kind of sad.
So-
That should be chili.
But yeah, they do have they have terror dogs, which is just hot dogs, but
Yeah.
you can have extra ingredients with them. Phoebe's pizza puzzle, Trevor's grease bomb patty melt. So I'm just reading a couple of different ones. You have Lewis nutritious quinoa salad.
Shane said it should all be Twinkie based
Yeah,
recipes.
There is a
Hey, we still got some of those Twinkie candy canes, by the way.
there is a Twinkie cake. Hang on. There's a recipe
Isn't that
called
redundant?
There's a Big Twinkie. Well, I guess so. Hang on.
It's a Twinkie within another Twinkie within another Twinkie.
Papa wants to know if there's any Janosch recipes.
Party times.
Yeah.
Party time dip.
Party
Party
time.
time dip. Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, I didn't. Okay, here it is. Look, and I'll just show you this right here. I know we've got.
Yeah.
This is going to turn into the cookbook read along.
Yeah,
Wow.
Was that Twinkie?
That's a big Twinkie.
that's a big Twinkie.
So they
Okay.
literally show you how to make your own Twinkie. That's
Probably what
awesome.
yellow
Yeah.
sponge cake
Yeah.
and a bunch of
Mhm.
From the distance of the image there, it looks like it's just a big stick of butter that you
Yeah.
just shove cream down in the middle of it.
We have ugly little spuds, and
Oh,
then
nice.
look, there's
Oh, there's Robin.
there's
where's the
Robin.
Robin.
There's
Robin
Robin
Shelby.
Shelby.
Oh,
My
speaking
goodness.
of
Ghostbusters too.
speaking
Hi,
of which,
Robin.
look.
Who? What?
It
What?
it showed up to the feed. That's funny. You mentioned her. That's awesome.
You have been summoned.
We're looking at you in the
Hey, Robin and
cookbook.
Sean.
I pulled
Yes.
out the Ghostbusters.
Oh my
cookbook and I
gosh.
summoned a Robin Shelby.
Look at that. There is Sean Spence and Robin Shelby right there in the
That's it.
chat. Happy holidays. Hey
Hello.
guys.
Hello, guys. Robin, did you know you're in the Ghostbusters cookbook under Ugly Little Spud?
Look at that.
Not talking about you personally, Robin.
right.
The
No.
character you portray.
Oh, we love you guys too. And we're
Thanks,
gonna
Sean
have
and
you guys. We're gonna have you guys on really soon. We got to.
Yeah.
Mm.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Robin
Uh,
Shelby and Sean Spence
Exactly.
showed up just in time.
Yeah, it was almost like you guys were summoned because she was literally just
I was.
talking
Yeah.
She
about
just showed.
that,
She
and
just
then you
showed your
showed
picture,
up.
Robin.
That's crazy.
Shane said Lewis should
Yes.
be some kind of form
No.
of Nova Scotia smoked salmon.
There
Yes.
is a wait a minute, take that back. There was a Lewis's party brie in the appetizer
Nice.
section. So
Oh, nice.
you know, is it too warm for the brie?
Yes.
So
Lewis,
I love
I'm
this.
going
and
home.
Yeah.
I love this, Brock. Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
look forward to kind of maybe diving into this. And like
Well,
I said,
that's
I think
much more intriguing. I've always seen these cookbooks themed on like properties I like, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of like a quick cash grab. But that sounds a
Did you-
lot more interesting than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm-
have you looked at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cookbook?
No, but I know they got like a bunch of ways to cook
It
pizza and
is
other things.
incredible. Like, you want to learn how to make like homemade pizza
Hmm.
and like really good homemade pizza? That is an incredible way to start.
Okay.
Check
well,
it out.
I wonder if they do have like homemade Twinkie recipes in there because I like when in 2016 when I went out to Ghost Corps for the Answer the Call
Mhm.
trailer premiere, they actually had homemade like green homemade Twinkies
Hmm.
that they served in the cafeteria that we ate lunch with Ivan Reitman and everybody.
Oh,
with.
nice.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to try That's a Big Twinkie.
Mm.
Yep.
We'll
Most
see
of us-
how that comes out.
Oh,
Shane said most
Except
of the
for the
cookbooks
Star
are
Wars
very shallow.
cookbooks, those are incredible. Okay. And
Fried
everybody,
Gungan?
everybody wants Wookiee cookies. Okay. Wookiee cookies are incredible.
And I have I had
Hang on before you do.
yes, there
Robin and
is.
Sean, they want to know if
course.
there's
I'm
a
sure they're
s'mores
probably
recipe.
legally required to have a
Yeah.
s'more recipe.
Yes, there is actually there is a s'more recipe in this. So yes. Where did I see that? Was it Sweets, I think?
She'll
That
open the
would-
book and show us some more.
Yeah. Oh.
Ah! Well, we're busting out the
Oh.
dad jokes tonight.
It is the Camp Wakanda s'mores cookies.
Oh,
Very nice.
Yeah.
Good. Very appropriate. Very
Very
appropriate.
Yeah.
nice.
But yeah, this is going to be great. I can't wait to dive into.
Yeah, we'll
this.
have to do some cooking videos with that. That's
right.
awesome.
I could be the Julia Child of the of Bama Geeks.
Well, that's Mr. Bill. Sorry.
Well, no,
No, you were
that's
pretty
close.
close. I love Julia. I
Pretty
love
close.
Julia Child though. Love her.
Well, the worst good. I mean, Dan did a good impression of her on Saturday Night Live. So,
That is
you
true.
know,
Cut the dickens out of my
Yes.
finger.
He also had the Bassomatic 76 when we need a blender.
Oh man.
Okay, and the last thing that I got from
Let's see.
is the NECA. I'm gonna take this out. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's not Markiplier.
It is.
Oh, I know what this is now. I remember.
Yeah.
This is
Very
the
nice.
Elton John NECA set. This is trying not to bump my microphone. I can't see because it's in the way of my camera here.
Live in 75.
It's got the grand piano and it's him
That's
at Dodger Stadium
This
wearing
is hard. Hang on.
the uniform and
I'm gonna move my mic for a second. There we go. There.
Nice.
Yes.
yeah, NECA previewed that and had it out for pre-order, I think in 2021. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, there is no doubt in my mind that's going to be the Christmas gift next year.
So there's the back. There. Yeah. So
NECA's team with getting likeness rights and all this stuff works overtime.
Yeah.
NECA's the best.
Shawnee Robbins says, wow, that's wonderful.
So that
It is. It's really, and they just announced another Elton figure. These are not cheap. So I don't know if I'm going to get this because it's also naturally comes with another piano, but it's him
Wow.
and his Uncle Sam outfit. at the
Oh.
Philadelphia Freedom. And so I'm like, the Dodger Stadium was probably going to be, unless they release it separately, I may not.
Well, that's
do
it. The other one is good, but that's the more iconic outfit. I
It
would
is.
say,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's definitely the iconic one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my Christmas. That's what I got from Santa Claus this year.
Yeah. And we appreciate everybody in chat sharing what you got as well. And yeah, that's Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah. But we really wanted to take this episode as well and look back on 2022 and look ahead to what's coming up. I think it's been a very good year for all of us.
Mhm.
We are not far from beginning our third year as a podcast. We're about to wrap up
Wow.
year number 2.
Boy, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, definitely. What I tell you, the one thing that I was really happy about with 2022 is the fact that live music reappeared
Yep.
and we all got to go to concerts. Bowie, what concerts did you hit this year?
I'm trying to go back and remember if I did any. If I seen any live concerts, it might have been at like a.
Didn't you go to Nashville?
Let's see. Hold on. Like I said, I'm getting so bad with brains. Nashville. What did we go to? I'm blanking at the time of the meeting. I gotta look. Like I said, I can't even remember what we went and saw. I went to Nashville a few years ago, but I haven't been recently.
And Metallica was not this past year.
No, that was 2019 to January.
gosh.
So yeah, I haven't
What
been
time
to a
runs
concert in a
together.
while. Yeah, like I said, there hasn't been too many I wanted to go to. Well, I mean, there's been plenty I want to go to. It's a combination of everything working out with work and all that good stuff. I don't know. It's been a big fuddy duddy. Hadn't gone any, but there's a couple I want to go to.
Well, we know Kevin's been to a couple because we were
Yeah.
there with him.
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, what did we do this year? We did Brock, you and I went to see Weird Al.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I went to see Mark Martel, which he was with some other folks, but it was Black Jacket Symphony. Everybody thought, we're going to Black Jacket
Mhm.
Symphony. I was like, nah, I'm there for Mark Martel. So, I finally got to see him. By the way, if you have no idea who Mark Martel is, look him up. He is pretty
Freddie
much
Mercury.
Freddie Mercury
Yeah.
reborn.
Mhm.
This guy's like he's godlike. He's incredible. And then of course one that is one that I will never forget is when I went to the Montgomery Symphony Orchestra and saw Jurassic Park. They
Mhm.
actually did the symphony to Jurassic Park. That was really cool. I did that one back in September. Man, I've been to tons of concerts this year, it feels like. And then
Yeah.
of course, TSO. We talked about that earlier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
TSO was here very recently, and that was that definitely capped the year off with
Mhm.
concerts. God, it doesn't get any better than that. It's crazy. That was so good.
Yeah. That was definitely a good year ender. We began the
Mhm.
year. We had free tickets from Verizon to go see Billie Eilish,
Yeah.
which fantastic.
Mhm.
I was not a fan before that concert, and that's just because I didn't know a lot of her stuff. Walked out of that concert loving that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. Then of course, the three of us with Kevin, we went to see Machine Gun Kelly, and
We didn't go for Machine
no,
Gun Kelly.
we
though,
went for
really.
Avril Lavigne.
We just got roped into a Machine Gun Kelly concert.
Yeah, and I don't remember their opening act
Yeah,
at all.
I don't either.
Well, he was some dude that like played with them. I don't remember what his name was, but he played with them because he came back on the stage
Yeah.
with
Mhm.
Machine Gun Kelly and did some songs. I think he was on stage when he did something with Avril Lavigne
Mhm.
with their song or whatever. But man, I will never forget that concert. Machine Gun Kelly, we get toward the end of it, and we're like, surely he's about to be done. He was like,
Oh,
you know what? They fine me $10,000 for like every 10 minutes that I go over. What do you guys say? Let's keep going. And I was like, oh my.
We're leaving.
We left early, guys.
We
left
beat
before
the
it was
traffic.
done.
We got
Yeah.
the kids at home. We need to get back. Yeah, this is.
But I was not going to miss Avril. Hopefully, she'll be back through when she's the headliner.
Let me tell
That's what
you
I really
guys,
want.
it was hilarious because we were sitting around a bunch of kids, like they were very clear who we were there for,
Yeah.
very clear who they were there for, and we're watching Avril, and we are just woo, just and the kids in front of me are going, I can't. And then we all just like basically just went quiet whenever Machine Gun Kelly was there, and I'm
We sat
sitting
down.
there looking at these kids, going, "You guys don't know how to cheer. Can I teach you guys how to do this better? You're not
Oh.
enjoying it right."
Oh, like Evan said, he and I went to go see Weird Al Yankovic, which was absolutely wonderful. The Alabama Theater. We did something else, didn't we, Jess? Oh, of course we did. We did Elton.
Mhm.
We went to see Elton in Atlanta.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, that,
Right. Well,
just forget the guy we were just talking about.
Well, no, he was just going. He was going in the correct time frame because it was Weird Al in August,
Yeah,
and then we.
Elton in September,
Yep.
and then we went back to see Billy Joel, Sheryl Crow, and Lionel Richie.
Mhm.
That was our next to last show for the year. So
Yeah.
I was so happy to see everything reopen and let the music just flow. It's been great.
Yeah.
And you and I are getting primed for our next live event here in a couple of weeks. It's not a concert,
It's not a concert.
and I'm sorry that we will not see any Sweet Chin music
No,
because he's retired from wrestling.
that's right.
Yeah.
But we're going to go to WWE Raw. It's coming to Birmingham here on January the 9th. So we're going to be doing that. And Sean Robbins said you have to watch Machine Gun Kelly on Jimmy Fallon when he did
Okay.
Mad Lib Theater. He's pretty funny. We'll definitely check that out.
I'll have to look at that. Yeah.
Definitely. Thanks for that suggestion.
Well, he
Um,
was. I mean, Machine Gun Kelly was really good when he was in. The first time I was ever exposed to him was when he did the biopic for Motley Crue.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
did the Dirt on Netflix. If you haven't seen that, you need to see it because I had no idea who he was, and he played Tommy Lee
Okay.
in there. He was actually the drummer, and I was like, this guy's actually pretty cool. And then when I actually listened to his music, I was like, okay, this is nothing like I expected him to play.
Yeah.
I was like, nothing like I expected him to play. Which I mean, I could see why people like it. It's just not quite my cup of tea.
I mean, it's not my given choice, but it's like I said, my
Well, he definitely
Well,
lit up our TikTok comments.
Well, I mean, he was entertaining. I mean, the guy came out of the back of the stage and flew to the front in a helicopter, like dangling.
I'm
from
not
a
taking
helicopter.
away. Yeah, I mean, nothing as far as him as a performer. I mean, it was a great show. It just I was not familiar with it, and I wasn't. It's
Get off
like I
my
said,
lawn.
it's not my go-to music.
Well,
but-
and Bo, do you have WWE 2K22?
No, I haven't picked up one of the games, but I've been watching a little bit of it. I know he's a
His
character.
son.
And
His song "Roller Coaster" is in the is
And when
some
the
of the
credits-
background music as you're playing. That started playing. I'm like, oh, there's a song I know.
well, that's
So
funny though. Y'all guys are going. I don't know. I didn't realize it till I was looking. This is going to be the 30th anniversary year of Raw. So
is,
maybe
yeah.
leading up to it, maybe y'all might get some, some stuff they're building up for.
It's gonna be
maybe.
2 weeks before the Royal, or 2 or
Yep.
3 weeks before the Royal
Yep.
Rumble, so it should be pretty good. I hope so. I went to the Royal Rumble back in 2002,
That's
and that was in Atlanta.
This is the first time Brock's been to a Raw.
A Raw or SmackDown taping.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to a television taping outside of the Royal Rumble.
I don't. I'm trying to count in my head. This is
Yeah, don't.
how many Raws and how many Raw events have I been to?
What we need to do is go and find the dates of the ones you went to, because Jess is very visible on a couple of old Monday Night Raws. She's got her Shawn Michaels sign, and
yeah.
She's
couple of
one
times.
of those.
oh, she was
Professing my love for HBK and
she was
yeah.
she was very she had a lot of body language. I'll just leave it at that.
it'll be.
Trying to shake the sign for Sean.
I was also 20 years old at the time too, so
I say it's
it was a
interesting.
long time ago when I was a youngin.
I don't be interesting because like Raw in Birmingham has always had some interesting things happen. Like the last time Raw was in Birmingham, it was the first Raw pass when the Warrior passed. Like it was a couple weeks after Mania and Warrior had passed, so they had a big I think tribute through him. And then before it was, I'm sure you was probably at that one, Jess. I think it was 98 or 99 was the year that Rock and Mankind had that ladder match, and that's the only major title change that's ever happened in WWE in Birmingham.
I think I was at that one. It's like I said, I can't remember what was the very last one I saw in Birmingham before I kind of had broken away. But we've got some pretty good seats, so hopefully we're on the. You can see us.
You'll see
We're-
us.
hopefully you'll be able to see us. And I did tell Brock I was just thinking about, making a sign that just says obligatory wrestling sign and
There
just
you
hold
go.
up, so
We're
And Bama
sitting,
Geeks on the other side, right?
yeah,
We
Bama
might.
Geeks.
yeah, we might. We're sitting right across from the hard camera,
Mhm.
Mhm.
right eye level on the aisle.
Yeah.
We've got a perfect seat.
Yeah.
So yeah, we hopefully you'll be able to see us.
This is the time that Becky Lynch needs to come through the crowd.
Yes.
Come right down
Come
our
down
aisle.
our aisle, please, Becky. Becky, please come down our row.
Yeah.
I love Becky.
So yeah, we've got that coming up in about 2 weeks that we're looking forward to, and then in February, Brock and I will be taking the kids to see Hamilton here in Birmingham. So
Update.
oh
yes. Ticket
Hamilton.
update.
Hamilton
Wait.
update.
Hamilton update. All 4 of my tickets for the 2:00 show have been sold.
Yay!
And I did not make any profit off of them. Because Ticketmaster would not allow the resale, but they finally allowed for the transfer of the tickets. And so we've got a really good friend that she really wanted to take her daughter for and give it to her as a Christmas present. So made zero money, but helped a really dear friend.
That's right.
Provide a really good Christmas gift for the kids.
We gave we were able to give happiness, so
Yes.
that's what was most important.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's kind of how we're starting the year off. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the tapings that happened in Birmingham. This is the first time Raw's been here in 7 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
And SmackDown was here not too long ago, and unfortunately we missed that. But sorry, I don't keep having to check my phone. But yeah, we got conventions. We had a great year of cons. We went to Huntsville. Steve Clark, who is who runs backtothefuture.com, was in Huntsville.
Yeah.
And Sean and Robin, we've got to take off, but Merry Christmas to each
Merry
and every one
Christmas
of
to
you.
y'all.
For
Y'all are
stopping
missed,
by. We
nothing but love.
appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for stopping in, and we're going to get with you very soon. We're going to have you on very soon. We would definitely want you. It's something we've been tossing around when to have you on. So we want you guys on with us. So
bye, guys.
we love you guys.
Love you so
Thanks
much
for joining the stream. Cons, Steve Clark runs Back to the Future. He was there in Huntsville and with Leah Thompson and with some other guests. Huntsville this year, Comic Expo, and I can't. It's such a long name.
They are building an awesome guest list.
The guests they have got, it's that's going to be a lot of money spent in Huntsville this year, which is fine. That's what we want to do.
We are talking about attending Days of the Dead coming up in January as well.
Yep.
Coming up here next month, and
that's next month. And Heather Langenkamp's going to be there, and Kane Hodder, who was Jason. Of course, Heather, Nancy, and Nightmare on Elm Street. So I've got a Nightmare on Elm Street poster I'm going to get signed by her, and get her to sign another photo that Robert Englund signed, so that she's on. So, yeah.
And we're hopefully, we'll be able to catch the Stranger Things experience while we're there in Atlanta that weekend too, because
we need to go. Tickets for that. Yeah, Shane's right. Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. I could never keep that straight.
I just call it Huntsville Comic Con.
Yeah, Huntsville Con.
Expo. Yeah, I missed that con, but I went. Me and the kiddo, we went back to Game Jam South. They're having another one next year. I'm hoping it'll work where I can go. If not, but it was a fun little event for it.
Nice. Dragon Con, naturally. One thing we got to talk about. We were talking about going to Atlanta Comic Con because Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh yes.
Any longtime listener of this podcast knows I have talk about a man crush. That's what I got. Giancarlo. He's coming to Atlanta Comic Con in February. And I'm like, oh, we've got to go. We got to go. And then all of a sudden
they have what we want.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
Ta-da!
Here comes Alabama Comic Con in the fall, announcing Giancarlo Esposito coming to Birmingham. I went nuts. And I'm like, okay, I may not go to Atlanta now because that's a long drive. And Giancarlo is coming 20 minutes from our house.
Yeah.
Yes. All the yes. And we were talking earlier about Trading Places, watching it last night. in the he
Yeah.
is in
He's in
Trading Places.
What?
in the jail.
Yes,
He's in the jail.
Okay, now I've got to go back and look at
When,
this.
when
scene.
Billy Ray is
Yep.
talking smack and everything
Mhm.
else, Giancarlo is a very young Giancarlo is standing there, and he is cellmate number 2.
Yeah, so and that's what he's billed as.
Cellmate number 2.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah,
I
he was
got to
just
look at
standing there, and then the other two bigger guys were like, they were goading him and asking him questions. He didn't really say anything. He was just kind
No.
of, he was almost like an extra.
yeah,
But yeah, he was there.
yeah, I got it. Yeah, there he is. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see. Yeah.
Very young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Brock was like. That's
that's
Giancarlo.
Giancarlo.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, let me see, Giancarlo Esposito. Oh,
Yeah,
sure enough.
that's him.
Yep.
So yeah, we're definitely going to see him in Alabama. I'm going to.
Mm.
I don't care. I'm going to hug him.
There was people that was talking about because he was at Pensacon, wasn't he?
Mhm.
And there's like, there's people that waited hours to see him, but he was so, it's like it was worth it because he was so gracious and he was
Yeah.
so warm, and just everybody that he interacted with, they said they had nothing but the best interactions with him. So.
I am 100% going to recreate the Far Cry 6 cover with him.
Nice. Nice.
100%
Oh.
going to do that. All I got to do is just get on my knees. He just,
Just stands
Yeah,
behind him.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
Pensacon, the line is always out of the
Yeah.
convention center.
Yeah.
Pensacon is
For
not in a good
everything.
venue.
That's just Pensacon. Okay. That's just the way they are.
Yeah, I always hear a lot of people complain about that venue.
That's like you were talking about Alabama Comic Con. They have it's weird with their get. Well, it's not weird, but their guest bounce. They have Giancarlo, but then also they're very appealing to the Twilight fan base because they have two of the
Yes.
prominent actors from it. That's the other two big guests they've announced.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sparkly.
Yeah,
Sparkly.
Oh man, Giancarlo is going to be in Birmingham.
yeah.
My eyes lit up.
I mean, kudos to them for that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's big. That's a big deal.
You
Yeah,
get
I
Aaron
saw it. I
Paul
think
or
I s-
Brian. I'm sorry.
I think
go ahead.
I think I saw it and I sent it to you. I was like, guys, when I first saw it, I didn't know if you'd seen it after I saw it. I can't remember.
What was that? No, you saw it first.
Oh, okay.
And then it took a while for Brock to see the message. Like, I
Uh,
cannot wait for Brock to see this message. I was like, I cannot wait. He is just going to be over the moon.
Oh man, my favorite villain of any movie or television show is I've always loved Agent Smith, Hugo Weaving
Yeah.
from The Matrix. I've always loved him, but I'm telling you, Gus Fring
Gus Fring.
took that spot over pretty handedly. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Cannot
And
wait.
he is now our favorite Moth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he
of
is.
course.
Moff
Yeah.
Gideon. Oh no, I don't know if I should have him sign the blade of the Darksaber or not.
Mm.
Mm.
Now here comes the question. What do
No.
I get him to sign?
Well, I've
You
already
got
got-
time
I've
to
already got him
figure
on-
it out, Brock.
Yeah.
You got time to figure
I've already
it
got
out.
an 8x10 of him as Gus that's signed to me. I did through one of his private signings. So I may only do the photo options. I don't know if I want the Darksaber signed.
Well, that's true.
Oh, because it's
I
being held
would.
by so many people.
hmm
you
I
know,
mean,
right now.
the thing is if I went, that's what I'd get signed right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
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 I don't
And
know.
he would look at me and go, "You have what I want."
Yeah.
Oh man,
Wait, there's no Grogu around here. What are you talking? Oh, this thing. Okay.
Shane's gonna get him a TIE fighter to sign. Yes,
I was
sir.
gonna say, you get a
Nice.
TIE Fighters
Mhm.
pilot's manual or something.
Yeah.
You get a TIE fighter and then just have Mandalorian hanging off the back of it.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, so the cons I know we're going to Days of the Dead in Atlanta, Alabama Comic Con. No way I'm missing that.
No.
We'll be back at Dragon Con as always.
Mhm.
Um,
Huntsville.
Huntsville
like I
we're going
said.
to.
Yeah, just kind of see how everything plays out. And
Mhm.
I haven't heard any announcements for Fanboy up in Knoxville, but they always usually generate a pretty good guest list
there
too.
you
So
go.
Yeah.
but speaking of which though, there is a possibility, and it just needs to see how it all works out. But we could visit at the Atlanta comic convention anyway, because Williams Bacca has been at
That's right.
has
And Martin
been-
Cove.
yeah. I really wish they'd get them back at Dragon Con, and I hate that I missed out, but I wasn't
They
into.
need to get Ralph Macchio in there with them.
Well, they were all there at Dragon Con,
Yeah.
and we were not into Cobra Kai yet at that point.
That's
and
how it goes.
yeah, once you get into it, yeah.
Just like Giancarlo's been at Dragon Con, and I missed him.
hmm
Mhm.
So, but so we'll see how that works out.
Oh yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
call for Cyberpunk. I didn't know.
How
is
about
he in
you
that?
though, Bo?
Con, like I said, just Dragon Con, and like I said, maybe Game Jam South. It's always with me is the famous Bo quote: "If I'm not at work."
It's not a work weekend.
Yeah,
right.
I swear, like event organizers just look at my schedule and just maniacally laugh because I have vacation days, but I have to save them for vacation, family
family, yeah.
vacation, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just because even though like my rotation where I have every other weekend off, it's just every
Mhm.
weekend that's something I want to do is that weekend I
Mhm.
work.
Yeah.
And something else to look forward to into the next year is Brock and I will be going to Disney World. Although
Mhm.
he'll be conferencing, and me and him we're only spending a day in the park together. But still looking forward to getting back to
But-
Orlando. and-
Yeah, but while I'm working at the conference, our good friend David Rookie Rayleigh
Mhm.
will be spending that
Oh.
day with Jess.
Yeah.
So we'll finally get to see him again.
Yes, that's another thing to look forward to too,
Yeah.
as well.
Absolutely. Hopefully we get to see Shanna while we're down there as well.
Mhm.
So
I think we're going to finally try to do a family trip to Orlando here soon. We haven't made up our mind if we're going to want to do Disney or all that good stuff. It's
Mhm.
yeah, and I'm hoping some changes happen at Disney beforehand as far as prices. They're going to keep going up.
man.
Yeah, Disney's in a weird place right now.
It really is. Yeah.
As
So,
long as demand's there, the prices will keep going up.
That's the weird thing about it. Yeah,
yeah.
That's just capitalism.
Yeah, but the thing is, they've destroyed kind of the desire. It seems that
Mhm.
the things that I've been reading and watching that
Oh, how about you build an entire Star Wars hotel based on the Disney Star Wars and not the Star Wars we grew up with? And then you have folks like us that don't want to go with yeah, it's kind of cool to see Ray and things. That's neat,
Well,
but I
it's-
want to go and see like Luke and
Well-
the original characters that I grew up with, So
Yeah.
yeah, they made a lot of really questionable decisions.
Well, yeah, that still goes back to me. Like what I still say, I know people enjoy it, but I still say the Solo movie was just so they could have a version of Solo without having to deal with Harrison Ford too much. That's the main- that's all it is. I mean, they want to have their version, which I mean, that's
Well,
I get
and
that.
you know,
totally.
Harrison Ford came back. He's like, "You gonna let me die this time? Okay, I'll come back."
That's like curious to me. I'm gonna be on like pins and needles of how far he's gonna make it actually into Indy 5.
Yeah, I mean, and speaking of which, we got a couple of
Mhm.
movies coming out in this next year that looking forward to seeing. I know, of course, it'll be in May, but I'm looking forward to based on how I have viewed the trailer and feel about the trailer. I'm really looking forward to Guardians coming
Yeah.
up in May.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna be
And
good.
I think they're going to rip our heart out at some point in this movie. So
People gonna die in this one.
people going to die.
well,
So,
I was hooked with my 90s alt rock loving self when they had Space Hogs in the meantime as for the trailer. I was like, oh, that's so perfect.
yeah, perfect song for the trailer. I agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think movie wise for me, I've got 2 movies to look forward to. We have a new CG animated Turtles movie coming out.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then, of course, whatever is going to be the sequel to Afterlife will be December.
Yes, that's right.
We
We've
hope.
got- yeah. Well,
Oh, is December now? Is it now? Is that being discussed? It may
You
get
know
pushed
how
back.
you know how things get pushed back, but hopefully, with Gil at the helm and everything, hopefully he'll have a good showing right on
Mhm.
time. And
Yeah.
by the way, if you guys haven't, so we'll plug our buddies over at Yes Have Some Podcast, YHS Podcast. Yesterday on Christmas Day, they released an interview they had with McKenna Grace.
yeah, fantastic interview.
Oh, it's a great interview. We watched
She-
that last night after we dropped the kids off, and whoo, that girl's got some
She-
energy.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
what a beautiful little personality. She is
McKenna's awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, so
She
congratulations.
doing much
to the
better. I know she had like a kind of
Mhm.
some
Spinal
some
surgery.
Spinal
Yeah.
surgery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she seemed to be doing just fine. She reminds me so much of my daughter.
She did. That's what we were talking about after the
Oh,
interview.
gosh. Bubbly
Just
and
has-
just her look and everything.
Yeah.
My daughter's kind of got that look.
Yeah. Kind of in the way she would kind of say things, her mannerisms and stuff
Mm-hmm.
was very similar to Alyssa. So, yeah, and she's a big Minecrafter too. She
Yeah,
loves
she plays Minecraft.
She plays Minecraft. So, and I did go back and see some of her socials. I hadn't looked through everything, but apparently when she had her 16th birthday, it was Minecraft themed. So she's a
awesome.
she's a big Minecrafter.
So she's 16 now, right?
yes,
Like same age as my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, fantastic interview.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go
Mhm.
check it
Papa's
out.
looking forward to Ghostbusters
Mhm.
4 and Creed
Mm.
3.
That means I need to watch 1 and 2 so I can finally be caught up.
Yeah.
Watch the Creeds.
Yeah, we'll definitely catch up with you, Papa.
Mhm.
which if we'll see how this week goes, but Kevin Andor's on my to-do list this week.
Yeah.
Good.
We'll see how it goes. You guys know what's happening
Mhm.
behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know really what I'm looking forward to a whole lot next year outside of cons, movies, Guardians, like you said,
Mhm.
Ghostbusters, and Indy.
Oh, I do.
For you, it is
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got two big things that I want to accomplish next year.
all right.
One of them still up in the air. The other one is almost a certainty. I want to go to Broadway for the first time, and I'm going to go and see the Back to the Future.
Oh,
You
nice.
just
Good.
I want that to be my first
Yeah.
thing that I see in Broadway because that looks phenomenal. It got
Mhm.
crazy good reviews when it was in London.
Yeah.
So I want to go. I've already been scoping out tickets, hotels, flights, and for our Alabama folks, American Airlines now has a direct flight to LaGuardia.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
So
I didn't know that.
so it's daily direct flight to LaGuardia.
Nice.
So yeah, so that's going to be a huge thing. The other thing is not geekery related, but it is a bucket list item that I've had on my bucket list since I was a very small child. I want to go to Australia.
yeah.
I-
I've heard you talk about that before.
Yeah.
Yes. So
You, man, if you can pull
kinda
that
hoping
off,
to make
go for it.
Oof, man, I will burn all of my vacation next year to do it, but I don't care. I've already cleared it, and they're like, just let us know when you want to do it. I was like, okay, because if you're going to Australia, you're going for probably 2 or 3 weeks, so
Yeah.
you might as well if you're going to pay that money. So I really, really want to do that. So probably not as much geekery related stuff for me this year. So I probably won't do a lot of cons, but if I can tag along with Brock and Jess, go to the Alabama Comic Con, I will bring that with me.
Well,
and I
of
will
course
get him to sign it.
Yeah, I hope you go with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm planning
man.
to be there too. I think it's.
CamiCon,
Oh yeah.
in February. Great. I'm going to butcher her last name. Delisle, Gray Delisle, Delise,
Something
Delisle?
like that. Yeah. It's.
Yeah. I missed her. She had to cancel her Dragon Con appearance, but she's going to be at CamiCon here in Birmingham
Wow.
in February, I think. And so I've got my print that's been signed by the late Kevin Conroy and Nolan North and Troy Baker
Mhm.
and somebody else. I can't. It's signed by 4 people, but it's for the voice actors from the Batman Arkham series. They're
Is it Hamill?
signed. No, it's
Hamill?
not signed by Hamill.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
If I ever get that'll be a dream.
Mhm.
But she's Catwoman. That's
Oh,
an
yeah.
Arkham big 11 by
10th through
14,
12th February. Okay.
big Arkham City print that I'm going to get her to sign because I missed her at Dragon Con because she had to cancel. So yeah, we'll be there for that, at least to meet her. So, personally, for things I want to accomplish next year, I'm not going to be done with my master's degree until 2024. So I hope to survive this year with it. So, it's as far as anything we want to achieve here on the podcast, like we said, we were heading into year number 3 in the
Let's
spring.
do some more live streams, guys. This is fun.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
definitely want to do some more live
Mhm.
streams and help build this out.
Mhm.
As we said at the beginning, we'll have to find a way to make it up to our Patreon members because they
Mhm.
normally get the full video, but when we do live
Yeah.
streams, we'll turn that into an episode
Mhm.
and it'll be available to everybody.
One of the
on
things that
YouTube.
we tried to do this year that we didn't, like, for whatever reason, we didn't get a chance to get together and do a stream
Yeah.
together because we, I mean, obviously, guys, look at the backgrounds. Other than Brock and Jess, who are in the same place, but if you didn't know
Yeah.
that they were in the same place, then you wouldn't know if they didn't tell us. But we're all in different places. We're doing this remotely, so if we could ever get together and actually do like a game time or something, and
Mhm.
like do a podcast over a game or something
Well,
like that,
we
that'd
haven't
be a
been
big
to
thing.
Yeah, we've been assembling the equipment to make stuff like that happen as well. So that's always a good thing for us to look forward to possibly do it in the future with the podcast.
Yeah.
We have plans, guys. We have
Yeah.
plans. The plans just get pushed back by life.
Yeah. Boy,
and,
howdy.
And sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. You just have to roll with the old punches there.
Well, on top
Yep.
of life, and like I said, with all of us, like we're all work full-time jobs. So, there's sometimes, like there's plenty of times like I want to do something, but I'm like, man, I just need a mental veg day out. And then, next thing you know, you're back at work the next day. It's
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or Bo's
Darn-
working. It's a work weekend for Bo.
yeah, exactly.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. I still have another week to go. Bo, you and I both. I think we're going back to work on the same day.
Yeah, I
on
go
the
back to 4th.
Yeah. So we've still got a whole week. Poor Jess she'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
back to
man.
work for me tomorrow. Yay.
That enthusiasm.
Woohoo. I know, right? I am so excited. Let me tell you.
Yeah, we want to have more guests on. Like we said, Sean Spence and Robin Shelby.
Mhm.
We want to have them on. This year we had Mondane, a local
Mhm.
Birmingham gamer, came on here with us. We had Robert Lawrence,
Robert.
Mhm.
and we had Steve Clark,
Yep.
who runs backtothefuture.com. We didn't have anybody else, did we?
Well, we did. Well, Nixie was a guest.
Well, we had
Yes,
Nixie.
yes,
Yeah.
of course.
I'm
Halloween.
so sorry, Nixie.
He's just like, it's just Nixie. He's just telling some
Yeah.
ghost stories with us. And
That was a very fun time.
That was when he was holding in for me. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So we had 4 guests this year, and hopefully we're going to get some more scheduled, and we'll try to do more live streams, and we'll see where it goes. We are the podcast that just rolls with the punches.
Exactly.
That's all we can do. Like they said, it's all life.
I just always say that, we are the box of chocolates. You just never know what you're going to get with us.
Yep. Very true.
No, that's not. No, it's not true.
What?
You can always count on us talking about how old we are.
Yep.
You can
Definitely.
always count on us going off on tangents like we're
Always.
old people
We're Southern.
Talking
Right.
about Bucky's.
talking about Bucky's. There are some common things you can always. That's the chocolate around the box of chocolates. That's like that's
Okay.
you're always going to get chocolate.
Okay.
Everyone,
Yeah. Well,
You don't know if you're going to get a cherry, if you're going to get nougat.
coconut.
Or toothpaste or whatever that stuff is. That's gonna taste bad.
Toothpaste.
There's always that one chocolate that tastes like it has toothpaste in it. I don't know what it is, but you know what? You know what I'm
Tastes
talking
like Pepto Bismol.
Oh me. But anything else you guys want to see or reflect on for the year and the year coming up?
Mm.
I'm just hoping the year doesn't throw me a curveball. That's
Well,
all I can say.
That's I always prepare for those
Coconut.
try to prepare for those old curveballs, but
Yeah, those curveballs do come out of left field once in a while.
but I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to another year of podcasting with you, honey, and with my friends Bo and Kevin over there.
Mhm.
And it's just like I'm looking forward to what the next year will bring in store for us.
Yep. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're,
We're here.
and judging by the numbers, we're growing, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody getting the word out and finding us and joining us. We've had several people just find us through our social media accounts and have connected with us, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
And if you want to connect with us, we're super easy to find at Bama Geeks on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. And if you want to trudge into Facebook, a lot of people don't, and that's fine. We got our front porch, the Bama Geeks front porch on Facebook that you can search for. And if you want the bonus content we talked about a little bit earlier, patreon.com/Bama Geeks. We've got a Discord channel. You get the full video of the podcast when we don't do these live streams.
Yeah.
And you get full audio episodes, bonus audio episodes, and all that that fun stuff. And we'll see about adding some more stuff as time goes on, between work, school, life. We're trying.
Yeah.
We're definitely trying. Wish
And
we
we'll
could-
stick with TikTok as long as it's still legal to do so.
That's right. That's
Then
right.
it's not its full YouTube shorts, right?
That's
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
That's right. And thank you for the gee, we got more than 1,000 views on our YouTube short day before Christmas
Yeah.
when you saw Jess dressed as Anna from Frozen go running across the yard. Cold, 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 cold.
We felt it was necessary to revisit that,
Yeah.
considering that the weather has just been brutal.
Like, what
Yeah.
was the
It-
coldest you guys saw where you were at? Like, I think I saw on my gauge, it got down to 11. That's the coldest I saw.
We got down to 11. It was like -2 with the wind chill.
we got down to
Yeah.
9 here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, we hit 9 degrees. I've been in 7-degree weather before, but with the wind chill, that hurt.
At least
Yeah.
for me, that like long as I can remember, that's like the coldest it's been like for a long period of time here
Mhm.
that I can
Mhm.
remember.
Yeah. And speaking of our friend Michael Nix, being the Grinch that he
Oh.
is, made a wonderful post. Is like, you guys think you're going to get snow on Christmas? Leaves. It's the South. You're getting leaves.
And it's like I have heard and agree that there is nothing magical about snow in Alabama. It is not a Hallmark movie. We get into fights at the Piggly Wiggly.
That's right.
Yeah,
Mm.
there's nothing magical about a snow event in Alabama.
No.
In Alabama, it's perfectly fine so long as the snow falls and then it melts by the next day, or else it just causes chaos and it
Yeah.
becomes a cluster flake.
I love snow. I love to
Cluster
see
flake.
snow.
I love it.
I don't like snow that debilitates you and not being able to get out, or you lose your power, or I like that kind of easygoing, comfortable snow.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
Absolutely, Shane. You got to get that bread and
Well,
milk. We hold
And
it for
I
ransom
actually,
here.
Milk
the-
sandwiches.
I'd actually gotten a conversation with a client that I'm supporting with at my job, and that they're based in Seattle.
Mhm.
I recently went up and spoke with them in person. Had a trip up there this past month, and I was just talking with them. I was like, look, when something like a big event happens in Seattle, what do people have this urge to get? and I didn't tell him what we get, and he said, here it's bananas. It's bananas.
So everybody
in
goes
the Pacific
bananas.
Northwest, everybody goes bananas.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody goes bananas.
And
he's like,
B-A-N-A-N-A.
Yeah. So everybody goes out and you can't find bananas anywhere. And he said, well, what do you guys get? And I was like, I'll let you guess. It's two things. I'll let you guess. And they're like going with everything that's like it's only like mildly perishable. I'm like, you're way off. It's
Mhm.
milk and bread. And they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I was like, that's exactly what I've said my entire life. Wait, what?
Well,
We want calcium. They want potassium.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about it. Bananas makes a lot more sense because it's a sandwich. It's like it's an enclosed.
Are you
of
saying
food.
bananas are more appealing?
Oh, heavens.
Oh.
Man, we are like hitting it hard tonight. All right, I'm gonna wait. I know we're getting ready to go. I'm gonna rip out the book one more time.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
One more for the road.
Random book. Here we go. All right.
He can't even finish it.
I can't even start it.
Good.
My wife is really mad at the fact that I have no sense of direction, so I packed up my stuff and write.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my
That's
God! Yes,
good.
we're making this a segment. I will pull out the book. It has
Yeah,
enough
I've-
jokes to last us for a year. At
There's
least.
you some shorts or / TikToks. We need to get you a big smoking jacket and get your fireplace in the background.
Yeah, sit in front of the
Dad,
fireplace with your
Masterpiece
book.
Theater.
Yeah,
I could do
there
that.
you go.
Uh,
Hatching those ideas live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to try to get my son's Canadian joke book from him.
I still don't want to up your jokes, but I heard another one the other day. I don't know if I ever told you. I mean, you care if I drop it down?
Do it.
All right. Did you ever hear how beautiful Mount Rushmore was before they put the president's face on it? It
Hmm.
was unprecedented.
Oh.
Nice.
Wah, wah.
That's great. I'm totally still on that one. That's great.
There you go.
Oh me. Well, as we do wrap up our live stream, first YouTube live stream, we thank everybody who popped in and said hi to us and joined us in the chat. We thoroughly enjoyed you being here and enjoyed the interaction. We'll try to do this again very soon. And if you go on to Spotify or iTunes, Apple Podcasts, if you can leave us a 5-star rating for the audio version, we would absolutely appreciate it. And again, find us at Bama Geeks everywhere on social media and interact and have a good old time with us. Guys, anything else before we call it a stream?
Mitchell.
And right here at the end,
Better
Money,
late
money,
than
money.
never.
Mitchell,
Be
our buddy
love,
Mitchell
Mitchell.
Brinkley. Hey, buddy. And Papa, the GG. Good game.
Thanks, Papa.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate y'all being here. Mitchell coming in at the end, but we're so glad we get to see you, man. But if we got nothing else, we're going to call it a night. Jess has to get ready for work
Yeah.
early in the morning. I'm going to sleep in.
Lucky
Sorry. Well, I'm going to put up a mailbox tomorrow, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. But for Kevin and Bo and Jess, I'm Brock. Thank you so much for joining us here on the live stream. And we'll get this audio uploaded hopefully on Wednesday, like we typically do. And we will see you next year.
Yeah. By the way, we are having fun, Mitchell. Thank you. And thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, man. So glad we got to see you for a couple of minutes, man. Very
All right,
much.
guys.
All right,
Thanks,
Shane. We'll see you
guys.
later,
Okay,
man.
guys.
Thanks so much.
Have
We'll
a
see you
good
guys
one.
Bye. Good night.
in 2023.
See you next year.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.